He told the judge, he said, Your Honor, I'm not a criminal, I'm a drug addict. And each time I've committed a crime, I've been high on drugs. And for you to send me to jail, it won't help me. Your Honor, I need a program. And the judge took that into consideration. He was looking at facing 4 to 12 years in jail. And the judge took what he said into consideration and sent him to a program.
You did very well, man. I'm proud of you, man. You know? And I always knew that you really can do it, man.
His desire to assist and become a better person in many areas of his life was duly noted back then. The greeting, that we greet, how we see each other, how we greet each other, the love that he has for others and how he greets them and inspires them to come out of that dark abyss into the light is very evident in his own walk and those of others around him on his caseload.
God had gave me 2 lives in 1 lifetime. And my vow to God that I wasn't going to live this second life the way I lived the first one. And first and foremost, I would always serve him by serving his people. And by saving his people and serving them, that he would keep the pipeline open for me and him to have this beautiful relationship that we got today. And he hasn't failed me yet. God had got my life together, put me in position to help somebody else. I'm gonna go talk and find out how you've been doing out there. You know? Life is going pretty good though, huh? I can tell. We're gonna go down to you. I need to let you know, right, to continue to reinforce, right, like you've come a long way with the program. I remember the day you got here, and like you've accomplished a lot of things, and I just wanted to discuss it to see if the progress is still going on while you're out there in the world. All right? So let's have a seat and talk for a minute.
A couple years back, you know, me and my friends committed this crime that cost me 4.5 years of my life in prison. And when I came home from prison, I didn't have nowhere to stay. I didn't know what I was going to do. And a friend told me about this program.
So I get a guy that comes in. He has aspirations, right? He just got out of jail. You know, he was maybe 17 years old when he went to jail. He's 22 when he got out. And he wanted to try to find a new way to live, so he comes to us. I set the stage. He tells me he wants to get his GED. GED classes, the program provides it. Bam, he's in. He achieves the GED.
Well, while I was in the program, I obtained my GED, my driver's license, my CDL license, you know, and I had moved out and went on to get me a job out in society, and I'm currently working for a Cesar Ride company.
Good.
I transport wheelchair passengers.
So when I see a guy like Anthony Shannon that come through the program, achieve all these goals, move into his apartment and get a job, and he's only 23 going on 24 now. In a 2-year radius, he has got his life back together. Don't have to worry about ever going back to jail as long as he practiced doing the next right thing, the same way I told him I did. How's the relationship going between you and your son?
Oh, the relationship between me and my son is, you know, it's getting better, you know, like, I look forward to seeing my son as often. Like I said before, me being the age that I am and doing a total of 4.5 years in prison, now that I'm home, I'm trying to get back into my son's life, you know, and just be there for him physically.
Right. You're talking about 4.5 years, right? I'm talking about being out of my children's life for like maybe 10, 11 years, right? And thank God for the strength of my mother and my sisters, people that like believed in me when I didn't believe in myself, that hold that role down till I was able to get my life back in order. I'm not telling you that reaffirming the family tie is something that's easy, But like, I began to do that myself, right? I'm telling you that like, years and time can heal some of them wounds, right? But you gotta be in a position to be able to allow them to say what they need to say to you. And that's what worked for me. I allowed them to say what they needed to say. And in the end, what they did tell me is how proud they was of me for taking my life back. So like I'm telling you, that lost dreams are awakened and new possibilities arise, man. As long as you get the opportunity to do the next right thing, you know?
We from the same community, and you know, he been through a lot of things that I went through in my life. So, you know, we just connected on that note. And the second time I came back to the program, he was my counselor. So I got a chance to work with him on a one-on-one basis.
My life took a turn for the worse at some point. Drug abuse myself, you know, incarceration, and just, you know, seeing Dave and what he made of his life. That's pretty much what inspired me, that it is hope that I can change, you know what I'm saying? He took me under his wing, but he said the willingness got to come from me, within myself.